It is more important to know what sort of person has a disease than to know what sort of disease a person has. Cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. Life is short, and art long, the crisis fleeting, experience perilous, and decision difficult. Walking is man's best medicine. The greatest medicine of all is to teach people how not to need it. A physician without a knowledge of astrology has no right to call himself a physician. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. Natural forces within us are the true healers of disease. To do nothing is sometimes a good remedy. There are in fact two things, science and opinion. The former begets knowledge, the latter ignorance. Cure the disease and kill the patient. Extreme remedies are very appropriate for extreme diseases. As to diseases, make a habit of two things, to help, or at least to do no harm. As men, we are all equal in the presence of death. Illnesses do not come upon us out of the blue. They are developed from small daily sins against nature. The natural healing force within each of us is the greatest force in getting well. Time is a physician of many diseases. First, do no harm. It is far more important to know what person the disease has than what disease the person has. Healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. The greatest wealth is health. The art of healing comes from nature, not from the physician. It is better to know the patient who has the disease than the disease the patient has. The physician treats, but nature heals. Disease is an expression of the deviation of man's conduct from the laws of natural existence. The natural function of the wing is to soar upwards and carry that which is heavy up to the place where dwells the race of gods. Whenever a doctor cannot do good, he must be kept from doing harm. As to diseases, make a habit of two things, to help, or at least to do no harm. It is not enough for a man to know how to cure disease, he must also know how to prevent it. The physician's high and only mission is to restore the sick to health, to cure, as it is termed. Let your food be your medicine, and your medicine be your food. The greatest medicine of all is teaching people how not to need it. The body is a temple, but only if you treat it as one. Walking is man's best medicine. Cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. Make a habit of two things, to help or at least to do no harm. To do nothing is sometimes a good remedy. Healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity.